we honestly think he's a $10 million player, or is that a little too high?
I think if he was in Europe, he would be a $45 million player.
Wow.
You're not getting transferred from Liga MX to Europe. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It's not a thing.
Obed Vargas. No, you heard of him?
I've heard of him.
His asking price reportedly $10 million. Both Chivas Guadalajara and Tigres have apparently inquired about the Sounders midfielder, but they think the price is too high.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. We were debating this on a previous show. What would our theoretical asking price for Obed be? I said 10 million or hang up the phone.
Yep.
It sounds like that's what Craig Wybes did.
Dude, he listens to the pod.
He listens to the pod.
Dude, he listens to the pod.
Okay, but I guess here's the question that we can discuss. Take our Obed fandom out of it. You know, we watch him play every game. We know how good he is. Do we honestly think he's a $10 million player, or is that a little too high?
I think if he was in Europe, he would be a $45 million player.
Wow.
I think if he's in another country, in another league, in another place, he's worth 3, 4, 5 times as much.
So because he's coming from MLS, it's depressing his value, and he's way better than a $10 million player.
I think that all of your value is based on what your competition looks like and how you equate that competition level to your own competition level. And I think that, think about it. I could totally see an MLS club or a European club signing an Obed Vargas who did, let's say he was in like Norway or, Germany or something, and they end up, he wins some sort of equivalent number of trophies and games on a similar equivalent team. That's like a superstar in the making. And he is a superstar in the making.
Here's what I think a counter argument might be, which is that he doesn't really play a premium position. Like a deeper lying midfielder like that, or like how Seattle's been playing him. Is that position that valuable to a team like Chivas or Tigres, or are they going to be more inclined to bring a $10 million player in who is a striker or a winger or even like a center back? I think that might be the argument they're bringing to the table in the negotiation. Now, personally, how I rate the player, I see the type of impact that he makes for Seattle week in, week out, playing that position. To me, that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think the people who think that he's not worth that much money, like they're seeing that he's not playing that premium of a position, and he's playing on this Seattle team where there's a lot of really good players around him, and they're probably thinking, all right, $10 million, slow your roll. I'm not going to slow my roll. I think he's at least a $10 million player right now. Mm-hmm. And I think like most of the scouts and pundits who are questioning that, if they watched him as often as we do, which we watch every game, I think they would be closer to finding out that they agree with us than they probably think. They won games. They took points that they shouldn't have taken last year because of Obed, and he was 18. And he also has CONCACAF Champions League starts on his resume from when he was like 16. So.
I think that, maybe his position isn't a premium, but he is a carry the load player.
Yeah.
I like you. Yeah. You are right. Like there was a stretch of this season where the only bright spot on the entire team felt like it was Obed Vargas.
During that whole period where the offense was really bad.
Like he was working.
Remember they moved him to the wing
They did. They moved him. They were like, you know what? We know that you're good. Let's see what you can do in attack. And then he went and balled out, right? Like I think that he's a dynamic player. He's a potential World Cup player, considering he's now making, has caps for the Mexican national team. $10 million is a steal. If you knew that you could get a young player like that to come into the Sounders, would you pay $10 million?
Well, and especially for a Liga MX team where like his level is higher than Liga MX.
Yes, it
You're
is.
getting a
He
player.
should not go there.
You're getting a player who I think is at least to me like Bundesliga, La Liga quality, and you're putting them in Liga MX theoretically in this situation, and they don't have the salary cap anyway. Their money's even faker than the MLS money. So. So with that in mind, if I'm Craig Wybes, I'm not taking a dime less than 10 million for him.
Here's what Jeremiah had written in his article here as a comparison. One of them was Tottenham recently paid 11 million for an 18-year-old Lucas Bergevall who had never played before outside of Sweden and had about half as many first-team minutes as Vargas.
How much?
11 million. Half as many minutes, 11 million.
And that
position,
that kid is not nearly as good as Obed.
Played in Sweden.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who?
It's funny. Like I feel like we see the truth in these moments, but it falls on deaf ears.
It's fine. I think that he'll still get transferred.
The
thing is, if Liga MX clubs want to bitch and moan, the Sounders don't want to transfer him there anyway. They don't want him to go to Mexico because, one, that's competition for them. Why would they try and make their competition stronger? Number two, if he wants to go and play in Europe, going to Liga MX is a death sentence, man. You're not getting transferred from Liga MX to Europe. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. It's not a thing. If he wants to go play there, hell yeah. But Obed, if you're listening, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Go anywhere else.